Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital, a bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Now, who's going to be first to this? Gruev. He can run onto that. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Indonesia
So far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Bulgaria really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
Gruev. Gruev.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cleared away. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0.
Indonesia
Finding their passes. Good running. He's gone for goal! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
There is the half-time whistle.
A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And he's had a hit! And that certainly packed a punch. That's headed upfield. And that has been knocked clear.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
The attendance for this match was 60,810.
Has a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Coming on the field, number 7, number 21. Substitutions taking place.
Now he's off and running. And still we await the first breakthrough. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Indonesia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Chance! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And that's going up front in a hurry. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking tidy in position. Decent chance! They've scored! Finally the breakthrough!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Number 14.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 11. Number 4.
So, time for changes
Number
on both
17.
sides, actually.
Number 18.
Indonesia
Coming on
have
the field,
penetrated for the first
number
time.
9.
Well, Peter, the
Number
manager's
19.
all smiles,
Number
but he's got a big
22.
decision to make here.
Number
He needs to
15.
see this one.
And the finish! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
After 84 minutes is
It is a good
Number
finish. The odds
11.
were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Bulgaria grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that should get the job done. And he was quick to react.
4 added minutes has been
Confirmation
indicated.
that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He could be in here. Played with finesse. Corner.
Well, he certainly...
And that is it. There will be penalties.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew by. The separation now is left to penalties.
So
And
we've
a
gone
quick
the full
announcement
distance
today
here,
that
nothing
memorabilia from
definitive,
today's
and
match
we will
is
be
now
back
on
shortly
sale in the
for
Stadium
a
Hall.
penalty shootout. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he puts them one up.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way. Never looked in doubt, really. He just did what he was asked.
So, the second man in line. Big character, big moment, big save.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
This then to level matters. Oh, Cooley does it.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
The third man in the queue. Oh, what a save!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
It's 3 apiece. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. Denied! He's made the save!
Well, he didn't hit that with any sort of conviction, and it's an easy save in the end.
Aldero obliged to stop this to keep them alive. Oh, he saved it!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Through to 7, and we're still going. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
So all eyes on the goalkeeper. And there it is, the decisive kick. Indonesia fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action.
And a quick reminder today to
Commiseration,
please take
the
all
definition
the
of
bins
penalty
located by the
heartbreak.